Hello everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel, welcome to Genuine Me. I'm really excited today, especially about this video. I have great news for you. Qatar is recruiting again. We all know that for some time they had not been recruiting. Emirates was recruiting and other airlines were recruiting, but Qatar has been quiet for the longest time. And I think the contributing factor has been the war that was happening, was affecting the recruitment. And it was like, even for me, I had applied and then the recruitment was cancelled. Then that was the last we heard from them. So it's really great news to see that they're back and they're recruiting. Currently on their website, they're showing that they're recruiting from Malaysia, they're recruiting from South Korea in Seoul, they're recruiting at Paris, they're recruiting from Tokyo in Japan. I think it's about 8 countries that they're recruiting from at the moment. If you want to know all the countries they're recruiting from currently, you can check on their website. And I would advise that you make a habit of frequently checking their website, especially from now on, because they're back to recruiting. They might recruit at your area anytime soon. We don't know. If Qatar is recruiting in a place near you, definitely capitalize on that opportunity. Like for me, for example, if I want to apply, I definitely have to travel from Botswana to South Africa for the recruitments. So if you are in that position like myself and they are recruiting in a country near yours, definitely use the opportunity, because you never know if they'll actually come to your country. For me, I learned that the hard way. I waited for them to come back to Botswana for over 3 years till I realized, you know what, they ain't coming. They ain't coming, or maybe they will one day, but they might not be soon, and time is going. So use the opportunity if they're in a country near you, if you can afford to travel and make it to the recruitment day. And I would just like to mention how there's a lot of competition to this career, more than ever before. I remember the process used to be so easy in terms of, you'd apply, right? And then you'll be invited to a physical assessment day, and it would just take 3 days for you to know if you're gonna make it all the way or not, or if you get cut short from the first stage or whatever. But now in this current process, since you apply online, most of the things are online now. And I think it's for the best, especially from the recruiter's point of view, because they cut out, they even save you money for traveling all the way, and then you find out that they're rejecting you for a scar that they could have seen on the video interview that you're invited to now online. So the process has changed. I think in many ways it's for the best, and it saves us time and so on. But for me, my personal opinion, I feel like it can be longer. Most people would say they applied, then they did the video interview, and then it takes quite some time for them to actually know if they've been rejected or if they're invited to the next stage. My point here is the competition is so much more, and while I'm on that point, there is another major shift. I don't know if I should call it a shift. One of the requirements has changed. Usually they used to say they prefer that you have a year or more customer service experience. Now they're saying they prefer that you have 2 years or more customer service experience. That just goes to show you that there's so many people who are coming at this career, and they're just trying to thin things down, so that it becomes easier for them to select as well. Like, you can just imagine the whole world is in one room competing for the same position. I don't know, in my mind, I put it that way because before we used to go to a recruitment day and there's just 150 of us, but now everybody is applying online. So it means we are all on a huge queue at the same thing. Try to work on your standout features, because the competition is growing. If you could know more than one language, if you, generally we all know English, most of us. So for me, I could try to learn French or Spanish just to have more than one language. That puts me a level higher, in terms of preference. And then the more customer service experience that you have, also the better. The more standout features you have, the better. because the whole world is competing with you at this. So remember to make sure that your CV is ATS friendly when you're applying. Make it very specific in a way. For example, when you're mentioning your career experience, make sure that you focus mainly on your customer service roles, because anything else doesn't really add value. In fact, it just creates clutter on your CV. Just make it very simple. You know what they want. Make it very focused, very simple, very neat. ATS friendly, meaning that it's readable by their system. The system will be assessing and looking for specific keywords. So make sure it's ATS friendly. I would just advise that you write your CV you just use your Word document and then make sure everything is neatly written. You make things really simple for the recruiter. Make sure that you highlight your customer service experience. Anything other than that is really not important to them. Your languages. Mention any trainings that you did that can help you, that shows relation to the career that you're applying for. Anything that is useful for this role that you're applying for, that's what you should add to the CV. Make it simple. I would just suggest, from my own opinion, that you avoid using Canva, because it's not all the time that Canva produces an ATS friendly CV. And these other softwares, you never know. Just stick to the very normal and traditional, but make it neat and attractive. I'm not saying just, throw your words in there. Just make it really cute. Really neat and professional. And then I think when you are now going for the assessment day, you can, come with a designed CV, because at that point, they'll be holding the CV and looking at it. So you can decorate it and all that, because I've heard that if you're using a software and then maybe you're writing and you're putting things in many columns and so on, the system just reads linear like this. And then the way you do it is just like, I don't know what I'm saying, but I think you know what I'm saying. Yeah, make sure your CV is ATS friendly. Make sure you have really good photos. Put a really good photo. Put a face to the CV. Okay, make sure that it's a good photo. It shows that you're really neat, you look professional, and basically show them that you look like cabin crew. So that is basically it for this video. I just wanted to let you guys know that Qatar is recruiting, and stay on the lookout and try your luck. So this is all for today. I just wanted to let you guys know that Qatar is recruiting again, and that you should check their website. Hopefully soon they will be recruiting in your area. Let's go at it. Let's fight for this. If you're really interested in being cabin crew, fight for it. Try other airlines as well. So thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next video. Bye.